Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor. I'm in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. September is finally here. Fall gardening season has officially begun. This morning, I woke up to air temperatures in the low 50s, which makes it a perfect day to head over to my local Lowe's Garden Center and to check out their new 2024 fall planted bulb inventory, and I can't wait to take you guys on this journey with me today. So for those of you looking for that online gardening channel which offers tips, tricks, easy yet proven gardening advice to take your home guys to that next level, don't go anywhere guys. Stick around with me today. Start with going below this video and clicking the subscribe button. If you want to get notifications from YouTube every single time I'll upload a new video, don't forget to click the bell icon below as well. Now come with me, let's get gardening. As I walked inside Lowe's Garden Center, the first thing I am seeing right over here are some new arrivals. New fall planted flower bulbs. Planted fall, bloom in spring flower bulbs. I can't wait to get in closer and to share with you guys what new goodies and what all-time favorites have made their way to Lowe's Garden Center this fall gardening season. Let's start with the very far upper left corner right over here. Looks like so many beautiful and exciting flower varieties to look at and to choose from this year. I am seeing some beautiful new tulip arrivals. Beautiful and exciting selection. So many gorgeous daffodil varieties. Take a look at this combination packet. What a gorgeous pop of spring color. Some amazing allium varieties to look at as well. What about this new gorgeous allium variety? Then of course there are very early spring blooming crocus. And who can ever say no to some gorgeous spring blooming hyacinths? These are beautiful tulip bulbs. Looks like the blooms are a combination of lavender, burgundy, and light yellow colors. This tulip variety is called Passion Fruit Mix. The packet comes with 30 bulbs for the asking price of $14.98. Bulbs are beautiful, large size. It says that this variety is great for cut flowers and is container friendly. If you turn the packet around, there are very clear planting and care instructions on the back. This particular variety requires full sun to partial shade planting location. You should plant the bulb 5 inches in depth. Space bulbs, 9 bulbs per square foot. This variety blooms mid-spring. Mature height will be 12 to 14 inches. This tulip variety is hardy in zones 2 through 8. Right below it is yet another beautiful tulip variety. This variety is called Spring Delight Mix. You also get 30 bulbs in a package for $14.98. Beautiful colors of the blooms: off-white, light yellow, corals, hot pinks, gorgeous color combination. Let's take a look at this particular variety. Mature height will be 18 to 20 inches. The bulbs range between 11 to 12 centimeters in diameter. Hardy in zones 2 through 8. This variety blooms mid-spring. You should also be planting the bulbs 5 inches in depth, full sun to partial shade planting, and growing locations required. Next to it is yet another beautiful mixed variety called Spring Color Mix. $14.98 is also the asking price for 30 bulbs. Looks like this variety is starting to sell out. Let's take a look here. Full sun to partial shade, blooms mid-spring, height 18 to 20 inches, hardy in zones 2 through 8. Place 9 bulbs per square foot. Moving right along, look at this showstopper right over here. White, purple colors in the blooms. This variety is called Violet Mix. beautiful color blooms, I must say. Love how the dark purple accents the off-white coloring. $14.98, 30 bulbs as well. Let's get in here. Let me see if I can grab one of these bags to give you guys a better understanding of this variety. Bloom time, mid-spring. Height 18 to 20 inches. Hardying zones 2 through 8. Depth 5 inches for planting. Light full sun to partial shade. Next to the violet mix, there's this beautiful passion fruit mix. Love the burgundy, the purple, the yellow color combination. Looks like this year, most tulip packs come with 30 bulbs for the asking price of $14.98. Let's see, when does this variety bloom for us? This variety also blooms in mid-spring. The sizing of the bulbs is 11 to 12 centimeters in diameter. Hardying zones 2 through 8. Height will be 12 to 14 inches, so this variety is a bit shorter. You should place 9 bulbs per square foot. Plant the bulbs 5 inches in depth. Plant them in full sun to partial shade location. Next to a variety is called the Darwin Hybrid Mix. Great for cut flowers, long-lasting blooms. Beautiful classic colors of the blooms. 30 bulbs, also $14.98. Remember guys, when you're shopping for flower bulbs, you always want to make sure that the flower bulbs are nice and firm to the touch. They should never feel hollow, soggy, or mushy. You should never see any wrinkles on the flower bulbs as well. That's an indication of rot. Also, I always like to smell the packaging. There should never be any foul smell coming from the packaging. Any foul smell will be an indication of rot. Let's move on right along and take a look at this next beauty right over here. Yet another tulip variety. Love the classic red colored blooms. This variety is called Darwin Hybrid Red. Great for cut flowers, long lasting blooms. Also 30 bulbs, $14.98 is the asking price this year. Well, let's take a look at some care instructions on the back. A bloom time, mid-spring. Sizing of the bulb 11 to 12 centimeters. Height 20 to 22 inches. These are very tall in height. Hardying zones 2 through 8. Depth 5 inches. Full sun to partial shade locations. Looks like majority of the tulips this year are mid-spring blooming tulips, but you guys can get various tulip varieties. Some that bloom in early spring, some bloom mid-spring, some bloom in late spring. And you can extend that pop of beautiful spring color. If you're not looking to get as many as 30 bulbs, maybe because you already have existing tulips growing in your home garden, this year Lowe's Garden Center is offering smaller sized packages, such as these two varieties, which only come with 6 bulbs for the asking price of $4.98. The first tulip variety is called Daffodil. It's known for its huge, long-lasting blooms, and the sizing of the tulips are rather tall, all the way up to 2 feet in height. Beautiful picture. Combination of yellow on the edges of the petals and your classic orange color in the center. Let me see if we can get a closer look at the care instructions on the back. Tulip Darwin Hybrid Oxford Elite. Sizing of the bulbs 11 to 12 centimeters. Plant 5 inches in depth. Space 9 bulbs per square foot. Blooms mid-spring. Height 20 to 24 inches. Hardiness zones 2 through 8. I also wanted to show you guys that when you unfold the packaging, the back of the label has very clear planting instructions as well as tips and facts on the back. For example, planting tips and facts for this particular tulip variety states that you should be planting these bulbs in fall, anytime for the month of September to December, as long as the ground is not frozen. At the end of the flowering season, remove the flower stalks, but allow the foliage to die back naturally before cutting back. Plant in clusters. What helpful and useful tips and facts. Next tulip variety is called Oxford Elite. It's great for cut flowers, bicolored blooms. Comes with 6 bulbs for the asking price of $4.98. Loving the combinations of red and orange. Let's take a closer look at the packaging. Tulip Darwin Hybrid Oxford Elite. Diameter of the bulbs is 11 to 12 centimeters. Full sun to partial shade planting location required. Place 9 bulbs per square foot. Plant 5 inches in depth. Bloom time mid-spring. Height 20 to 24 inches. So these tulips get to be as tall as 2 feet in height, hardy in zones 2 through 8. Let's move on right along and take a look at some beautiful daffodil varieties that are available for sale this fall season at Lowe's Garden Center. The first variety is called the Golden Sonata Mix. Beautiful combinations of yellow, orange in the center. 30 bulbs for the same asking price of $14.98 as the tulips. This variety happens to be deer resistant and it's great for cut flowers. Let me see if we can get a closer look at the bulbs, the condition of the bulbs, and of course at the care instructions on the back. Daffodil all-in-one collection. The size of the bulbs ranges between 12 to 14 centimeters. This variety blooms mid-spring. Height will be between 10 to 18 inches depending on the daffodil variety. Hardy in zones 2 through 10. Place 6 bulbs per square foot. Plant 6 inches deep. Next beautiful daffodil variety is an all yellow colored blooming variety that's called the Dutch Master. This variety is deer resistant and great for borders. $14.98 is the asking price for the quantity of 30 bulbs in a bag. Let's take a look at the back of the packaging right over here. A bloom time mid-spring. Mature height will be between 14 to 16 inches. Hardy in zones 2 through 10. Sizing of the bulbs varies between 12 to 14 centimeters. Plant in full sun to partial shade at a planting depth of 6 inches. Space 6 bulbs per square foot. Next daffodil variety happens to be my top favorite. It's this combination of all-in-one collection. Look at the gorgeous blooms, the corals, the off-whites, orange, peach colored. Look at this variety. Beautiful petals, beautiful pop of white color. What a showstopper. 30 bulbs, $14.98. They are deer resistant and great for cut flowers. Let's take a look at the back of the packaging. Daffodil all-in-one collection. 12 to 14 centimeters is the diameter of the bulbs. Bloom season mid-spring. Height 10 to 18 inches. 2 to 10 is the hardiness zones. Plant in full sun to partial shade at a depth of 6 inches. Place 6 bulbs per square foot. And remember, when you flip the packaging over, they're very useful planting tips and facts. Plant in fall from September to December as long as the ground is not frozen. These bulbs are great naturalizers and will flower year after year. These bulbs are well known to be deer resistant. Plant in cluster at the end of the flowering season. Remove the flower stalks, but allow the foliage to die back naturally before cutting back. Next daffodil variety is this beautiful all yellow colored blooming variety that is called King Alfred. It happens to be deer resistant and great for cut flowers. 30 bulbs, asking price $14.98. Remember guys, as we do with tulips, make sure you feel the bulbs to ensure that they're firm to the touch. And since all of these packages are perforated, make sure to smell inside the package to make sure that there's no foul odor coming from the bag. This variety happens to bloom mid-spring. Mature height will be between 14 to 16 inches. Hardy in zones 2 through 10. Plant at a depth of 6 inches. Full sun to partial shade. Plant 6 bulbs per square foot. The sizing of the bulbs will vary between 12 to 14 centimeters in diameter. One more gorgeous daffodil variety to look at and to choose from this year. Trumpet Mix is the name. It happens to be deer resistant and this variety is great for cut flowers. Look at the combination of beautiful colors in the blooms. Loving this variety. Just look at the corals with yellow and the off-white coloring in the petals. Also 30 bulbs, $14.98 is the asking price. Beautiful condition of the bulbs, nice and firm. Looks like this year, all of the daffodil bulbs, regardless of the variety, come in larger size packages, which come with 30 bulbs per pack for the asking price of $14.98. Lowe's Garden Center is not offering smaller size daffodil bulb packages for sale this year. However, they do have some beautiful crocus, which does come in a smaller size package of 10 bulbs per pack for the asking price of $4.98. Beautiful combinations of purple, lavender, and white colors. This variety is called large flowering mix, multiple blooms per bulb, returns year after year. I want to pick up one of the packages to turn it around to show you guys what crocus bulbs look like. For those of you, my fellow home gardeners who may have never planted crocus bulbs in the past but are considering to, they are smaller sized, round in shape, dark brown colored bulbs. They are much smaller than tulip or daffodil bulbs. This variety happens to be called the Crocus Vernus Large Flowering Mix. The sizing of the bulbs varies between 7 to 8 centimeters. You should plant it in full sun to partial shade at a planting depth of 3 inches. So not as deep as your tulip or daffodil bulbs. Space 12 bulbs per square foot. Blooms early spring. Height will be 4 to 6 inches. Hardy zones 3 through 9. So yes, guys, crocus stays on their shorter side, and it's one of the very first flowers to come up and bloom very early spring, sometimes when there's still light snow on the ground. For those of you who love crocus and looking to plant in bulk for a carpet-like display of beautiful colors early spring season, Lowe's Garden Center is offering a larger pack of crocus bulbs as well. That includes 30 bulbs for the asking price of $14.98. Also called the large flowering mix. Multiple blooms per bulbs, returns year after year. And then, of course, you have your beautiful Allium variety, such as this Christophe variety. Look at the beautiful combinations of colors, the green and the burgundy. This variety is deer resistant, returns year after year. This is a smaller pack that includes 6 bulbs for the asking price of $4.98. Beautiful blooms. Here is what Allium bulbs look like. They resemble pearl onions in the coloring and the shape. This variety, the sizing of the bulbs is between 10 to 12 centimeters. This beautiful Allium variety blooms in early summer, guys. It will reach mature height between 16 to 20 inches. It's hardy in zones 5 through 8. You should plant the bulb at a depth of 8 inches and plant 3 bulbs per square foot. Full sun to partial shade planting location. Yet another beautiful Allium variety right over here. This is called the Purple Sensation, hence the beautiful purple colored blooms. This is a larger pack that includes 18 bulbs for the asking price of $14.98. This variety is deer resistant and it's a perennial. Comes back year after year. Let's turn the packaging around to take a look at the sizing and the condition of the bulbs. Beautiful condition. The sizing of these bulbs is between 10 to 12 centimeters. You should be planting them 5 inches in depth and spacing 9 bulbs per square foot. This variety blooms late spring of height of 28 to 32 inches, so rather tall variety. And it's hardy all the way down to zone 2. So various Allium varieties bloom at various times of the year. Some bloom late spring and some bloom early summer seasons. Last but definitely not least is this beautiful Hyacinth mixed variety that is deer resistant and known for fragrant blooms. Love all the beautiful bright colors of the blooms. 15 bulbs for under $15. $14.98 is the asking price. That's roughly $1 per bulb. As always, let's turn the packaging around to take a look at the condition and the sizing of the bulbs. Bulbs are rather large in size. The size varies between 14 to 15 centimeters, depending on the variety. And the coloring of your hyacinth bulbs will vary as well, depending on the coloring of the blooms. This variety happens to bloom sometime mid-spring of a height of 10 to 12 inches. Hardy in zones 2 through 10, plant 5 inches in depth and space 6 bulbs per square foot. Beautiful pop of spring color. Lowe's Garden Center also got in some beautiful, handy bulb planting accessories in stock, starting with this beautiful bulb planter, which allows you to plant bulbs at the perfect depth. The asking price is $4.98. Some beautiful bulb augers as well, which you would connect to a drill and would allow you to plant multiple bulbs at a faster pace. Asking price is $19.98. And for those of you, my fellow home gardeners, who are planting multiple bulbs and don't want to band down, as you would have to do using this bulb planter, Lowe's Garden Center also has this tall bulb planter in stock as well, with nice rubber handles and foot pedestals, which allow you to push the planter into the soil. This handy bulb planter not only allows you to plant your bulbs at the perfect depth, it also allows you to relieve the pain from your knees and your back by allowing you to stand up straight while planting. The asking price is $18.98. This is it for this video, you guys. If you enjoyed the content of this video, don't be shy, guys. Show me that support by clicking thumbs up below. Leave your comments in the comment section below as well. Let me know what kind of new fall planted bulbs did your local Lowe's Garden Center got in stock now in the very beginning of September 2023. If you haven't yet subscribed to my gardening channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor, please don't wait any longer, guys. Do so today. It's super easy for you to do, yet it's super pleasing and rewarding to me. Just go below this video and click the subscribe button. Click the bell icon below as well if you want YouTube to send you notifications every single time I'll upload a new video. Stay healthy, happy, be well, each and every single one of you. And happy gardening, guys. And I'll see you again in my new upcoming gardening videos. Bye, guys.